Hello, hello, everybody. Good evening, good evening. Happy Tuesday to you. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Good.
All right, okay, that's perfect. Wow. Welcome to another episode of Real Talk with Bianca. Mindset your roadway to health. This is episode number 13. So I'm super excited again. It's always a pleasure and a delight. I have somebody again that I'm sure you saw in the past few weeks. So for those that are following religiously, she's not a stranger to you. She's not a stranger to you. But before I go on to call her in, I'll just share a little bit about me. My name is Bianca Ayila. I'm a mom of three boys. I reside in the Republic of Ireland. I'm a gospel music singer. I love God, of course, and I love to travel. I love to dance, and I'm a digital entrepreneur. I'm a lifestyle coach. I'm a mindset coach, and I'm a motivational speaker in training. Guess what? This was a shy girl before, but yeah, that is where I am heading, and that's where I'm going. I believe more is still coming, is still in store. So this platform, of course, we know it's about, you know, empowering people, gearing people to be best versions of themselves, trying to transform our mindset or people's mindset, trying to make people to be better and best versions of themselves. Of course, we know, we it's different topics that will be discussed on this platform. But currently, mindset is the one which is core because I believe it's very vast. Excuse me. And that's what we are still currently dwelling on. So, our topic is mindset, your roadway to health. And our subtopic today is inflammation and fibroids. Okay, so I'm going to call upon my lady very soon to introduce herself. So if it's your first time to jump onto this platform, we have a show every Tuesday around the same time. Sometimes it's 7 p.m., sometimes it's 8 p.m., but hopefully we'll try and stick to one particular time. But for some reason beyond our control, sometimes we have to adjust the time. So on Thursday we have another version, which is mindset your roadway to wealth. Of course, they cannot, those are bread and butter that can't be separated. So, just because we try to keep it as short and sweet as possible so you can get as much, information as possible and be inspired. So, this platform is also for people to come and share their amazing stories to inspire us so that we can know that we are not alone. Sometimes we think we are the only people that are going through certain issues or challenges. So, me bringing on different people here is for you to see and know that you are not alone. There is a way out. There is hope. Not all hope is lost. I remember when I was diagnosed with kidney disease. I thought my life was over. I thought I was just going to die tomorrow. If I had come across this kind of platform that time, I don't think I would have had that mindset because I did not know. You see, even the Bible say my people die because of lack of knowledge. So I didn't know any better. But anyway, let's leave that for another day. I'm going to call my beautiful lady. I love this woman so much. She inspires me a lot. She's very, very knowledgeable. I just adore her so much. I've heard her story, her share her story a couple of times, and I love her passion. When she's talking about her story or when she's sharing her story, she shares it with so much passion and zeal. And I believe that if you hang in that seat, you will say, yes, Bianca, you are telling us the truth. So I'm going to call none other than my lady, my boss lady, Coach Stella. Please introduce yourself to our audience again and tell us a little bit about yourself. We are going to go deeper into detail, just who you are, where you're from, your religion, and all those basic things. Okay, over to you.
Wow. Thank you very much, Sister Bianca. Thanks again for bringing me on your platform. It's really a pleasure being with you all the time. So I'm so glad, and thanks to everyone that is watching us from whatever channel you may be watching us from. Like she rightly said, thank you so much for all the qualities that you've given to me. Thank you so much. My name is Stella Agbor. I am a married woman. I have 4 kids. I'm based right here in Paris. I am a full-time hospital worker, and I am an online entrepreneur. Yes, of course, I am a Christian and I believe in God. Yes.
Wow, wow. Thank you for that wonderful introduction. Of course, yeah, God lover. I know that, without God, we are nobody, we are nothing.
Absolutely.
you know if you know God, life is even sweeter. Those that don't know God, they are really missing out. And by the way, you're really looking so gorgeous, tonight. Oh my God. I can see that glow, that glow of our product. Oh my God. And the glory of God as
We
well.
give glory.
It is well. Okay, so I'm going to just quickly jump on and ask you a few questions. And I'm going to ask you to share what was your perception about health before you became a nurse from childhood. What was your perception about food, diet? What was your lifestyle like before? So you can just combine it and go to your before and your after. So you just roll. Over to you, please.
Wow, thank you again, boss, Sister Bianca. Thank you for that question. My perception about health, or my perception when I was small, like any other body, when we hear about health, is just that's the absence of illness. Yeah, that's just what we are thinking about. You eat, and when you are not sick, that is all about. We think that's our perception of everybody about health. And before, when I was still small, everybody had those big dreams. Everybody want to look good. Everybody want to look healthy. That was how I was also thinking. And I think I was doing my maximum best the way I could do to do whatever I could do to look good, to look healthy. Even if I was doing it the wrong way, that now I know.
No,
But
that's what we want to know. What were you doing before? For us to have a comparison, we need to know what you were doing before. What were you eating according to you in your mind? Because remember, we are talking about mindset. You had a
yes.
different mindset before that. So we are interested. Me and my audience are really, really anxious to know what was beautiful Stella like. What was the perception? What did she used to eat? Was she someone that was exercising? Was she someone? What was the perception? Yes, please.
Thank you for coming in. Yes,
Yeah.
like I said, I will be eating the way because I grew up. Let me start. I grew up with my grandmother. Yes, I will be eating the way I and my grandmother we used to cook the normal African or Cameroonian dishes, like
Mm,
our normal plantain, our fufu, or whatever time you're hungry, you eat. And that was really the perception that I had before. Even when I
mm,
came to Europe, I was going to work. When I come back from work, even at late in the night, and I feel like eating, even if it is 10 o'clock, I will still eat. And that perception of doing some physical education or exercising was really like for people who wants to lose weight. That is that perception. Yes,
I love that.
if you mostly see somebody jogging or doing some exercise, that perception for everybody is because that person wants to lose weight. Yeah, that was how I was. I didn't take it something like it was a lifestyle. I have to do it to have my healthy body. That was how I was. So
Mm,
that routine I lived with it until that was how I was living, eating every type of food that I could eat. uh, not minding what I have to eat or what I don't have to eat, and not minding which one is very important to me or which food really counts that I can eat. And even the way I prepare my food, I didn't really mind about that anymore. I didn't really mind because that was how I was brought up, and I think that was good. That was how I was doing. If I had to be putting so much oil, because we have most of our Cameroonian dishes, if you have to put a lot of oil, that is how the dish is. That's how we learn it from our own mothers. I will cook it that way, and that is the lifestyle I was doing. And I think it had a negative effect on me. That was the lifestyle I was living before.
Okay, now before you jump on to go and share your after, I love this thing that you said, that you used to have the perception that people that exercise are people that are on a diet. And, seeing that our topic is mindset, remember our aim is to try and shift people's mindset, because I believe, especially in our African community, until today, this is still people's perception. This is still people's mindset that, people that exercise only is people it's only people that want to lose weight that need to exercise, and people that need to lose to control what they're eating is people that are like, that are trying to lose weight.
Mm-hmm.
That, and that we're supposed to, we're trying to break that myth. And secondly, you talked about the oil issue. I know, I must say, even the Congolese dishes, so many of them, oh my God. And the problem is all the food that is delicious, all the bad stuff is what is even sweet. There are some dishes, if you don't put that enough oil, it won't taste as sweet. But unfortunately, those things are killing us. They're killing us. So that is why we are here to share. If you are still that person that is using, you can supplement your oil and change. Instead of using that oil, maybe use a healthier oil so that there's less harm, to avoid all this high cholesterol and so on. So thank you so much for sharing your before. Now carry on. I don't know if you are done, but if not, you can still carry on and share. I just wanted to chip in just that.
Okay. Yeah, just like you lightly said, that is really our African perception. And the main our main menus are so heavy in such a way that we don't really look at that. But
Mm,
sometimes, as you said, if there are certain meals, oil doesn't make our meals so delicious. Yeah.
mm,
Oil doesn't make our meals so delicious because too much oil. We see that when
mm,
you put oil inside the food is nice. No, it doesn't make it
mm,
nice.
mm,
Like you rightly said too, again, doing a little bit of exercise, no, it was only for people that are overweight, or for
mhm,
some reason, if you even see somebody that is just normal size doing sports, it will be like inside your head, why is this person exercising? So that is our own conception. Sometimes the way we look at other people, and
mm,
it's really very different. Yeah, it's really very different. And sometimes I really like to specify about our quality and the quantity and the time that we eat too is very, very important. These three things for me
mhm,
are so much really important. Yeah,
mhm.
yeah. The quality, the quantity, and the time that we eat is very important.
Absolutely. I must say I agree with you, because I was also like that. Eating late is very, very bad for our health. I used to have that thing as well, because most of the time I sleep late. I used to like eating late. And anyway, thank God. So now, thank you so much. Can you move on now to tell us now, okay, at what point in your life was that turning point where you decided and said, no, I think I need to change, I've been doing it wrong? What happened? What led to that? What pushed you to do that? Was it maybe health challenges? What was it? Please. Please share.
That turning point in my life, I will call it that desperate point. Yeah. The desperate point when I look at myself,
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't recognize myself, and I took my pictures when I was still really very good. I looked
Mm-hmm.
at the pictures and it was something different. That was the desperate time that I had in my life. because I've put on a lot of weight, even though I tried to associate it, yeah, because I stayed home for 4 years, taking care of my two beautiful kids. I couldn't have a place in the daycare center. But that was really not the reason, because if I was eating healthily and doing some exercise, drinking a lot of water, which is my worst point in my life, I don't have that sensation of drinking water. But I think if I were doing all those things, I wouldn't have reached that desperate point that I looked at myself and I said, no, this is no more me. And then everything changed inside my head. And that was my turning point.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing that. Okay, now, would you like to share what health challenges you've encountered, like because I believe that, all right, let me say, okay, let me maybe ask you. I know that, all right, you had the turning point. Okay, is there anything maybe that supported you or that helped you to look after your health? Because I don't believe you've shared fully your story. Maybe if you'd like to be kind to share your testimony of what other health challenges you had and how did you now sort them out.
Yeah, that's when I said that turning point, that desperate moment was that moment when I look at myself. I saw really a different Stella. But before then, before that turning point, I had other health challenges with my life. I had
Mm-hmm,
inflammation, that my legs
mm-hmm,
were swollen, and I've
mm-hmm.
suffered with that inflammation for the past 14 years. I've gone to
Wow.
all the hospitals, like all of us know. We know the hospital is the best place that can take care of our health. I've gone to all the hospitals. And when I go to the hospitals, the first thing the doctor is going to tell me, please, madam, try to cut down some weight. Yeah, because my ankles were swollen and things like that. That was the first thing they would tell me before doing all other things. I had also high blood.
Mm-hmm,
I had my blood pressure was high at one moment. And then I had fibrons, multiple fibrons. Those multiple fibrons, I discovered them when I was pregnant with my son, who is 18 years now. That was in 2002. And sometimes, let me really stress something here. Most of us African women, according to statistics, most of us African origin, we have those
mm-hmm,
fibrons. And
mm-hmm.
sometimes we go around our daily lives with them. We don't even really know that we have fibrons. Or we can have other things that will associate with it and we don't know. Maybe your overflow of your monthly flow will be coming too much, or you'll be having that stomach cramp, but you will not maybe know it until you go for a scan or for an ecography. And that's what happened to me because I had multiple fibrons. I never knew about it. And
Mm.
when I was pregnant, just the first month of the pregnancy, I went for a scan. And that was when I discovered that I had multiple fibrons. So it was the first pregnancy passed well. And then the other health challenges I was having, not really for myself, but I come from my
Mm.
family. My mother died of cancer. My junior sister too died of cancer in 2008. And inside my head, it was like a click
Mm.
somewhere. Yes, it started giving me some fear inside me.
Stress. Mm.
Yes, so those were my health challenges that I really had. But because of these health challenges, inside my head, I believe that the hospital is the best place. Like I told you, the hospital is the best place to do anything they could do. So, like I said, I had inflammation for the past 14 years, and I've been going to the hospital. Remember, I'm here in Europe, like any other person. Maybe you'll be watching us from Africa or you're watching us from any part of Europe. Here, we believe that they have all the machines, they have every equipment that they can take care of us. So that was my belief in my head. But I've done everything. I've gone to all the hospitals. I've taken all the medication that they've given me to no avail. So nothing happened. But when the desperate moment, when that click came, like I said, I went to the hospital and the doctors will always tell me, please, madam, lose some weight, try to drop some weight, and maybe it can give me some relief on my legs. So when I saw this beautiful lady one day on Facebook talking about some plant-based products, The first thing that came inside my head was, okay, she's talking about these products, and I heard she say you can lose weight with 1 or 2 of the products. So let me try and see whether I can cut down some weight. But with the other health issues, I knew the hospital was there. Even though I've been walking from one hospital to the other, I couldn't do anything, but I never knew any other thing could do better in my body than going to see the doctors. So that was my life before. Those were my health challenges that I had until I stumbled over this plant-based powder.
Wow, congratulations for that. So now, this plant-based powder that you are talking about, what has it done for you? Yes, you've told us you had inflammation for over 14 years, you had blood pressure, you had fibroids. Now, what did this plant-based powder you're talking about do to you? What did it do for you? And how long did it take for this plant-based powder you're talking about to help you?
Thank you again very much, Sister Bianca. You know, for high blood, like I told you, I am a hospital worker. When I discovered that I had high blood, that was something that every morning in my hospital, I would take
Sorry.
I
Yeah.
would take the blood pressure of other patients morning, afternoon, and evening. We take it 3 times a day. And when they diagnosed me of high blood, I said to myself, yes. And the doctor said I should go and see a heart doctor. And when I went there, they put me on medication. And the doctor warned me not to stop the medication. But inside my head, I knew that if I don't take care, I will live all my life taking these tablets every day of my life. I don't know where I had that faith, because by then I've not known about this plant-based powder. I decided one day, after 2 months of taking those medication, I stopped the high blood pressure medication on my own. Yes, I just stopped it. I don't know where I had that faith. Something came over me. I said, I will not be taking this every day. I stopped it. So when I discovered these plant-based products that we were going to talk about it, remember I said my main aim, I wanted to drop some weight, but
Lose
dropping
weight.
some weight, I bought everything, all the other healthy ones, the omega, the fruits and the vegetables, the berries, everything. So I was taking them. I started taking them in July 2019. Just 2 months of taking the products, I've not started seeing any results on the weight loss. The first thing that I noticed was the inflammatory leg. That was the first thing that I noticed, because
Wow.
every summer, especially when places are hot, the legs will be swollen. I remember when I go and walk the corridors of the hospital and I come back, oh my God, I couldn't have peace. So the first thing I noticed was the whole of July 2019, August 2019, my legs were not swollen. Wow, I said there's something wrong somewhere. So
Wow. Sorry, did I hear you well? Did you say inflammation that you had for 14 years?
14 good
Under
years,
and under 2 months, this
under 2 months.
product helped. I don't know if viewers you are hearing this very well.
That was
Can you
just it.
repeat it again? Did you say in 2 months
I
the
started taking them
inflammation?
in, yes, I started taking them in July 2019, August 2019. That was 2 months just as after I started taking them. I noticed that my inflammatory legs were not swollen, because the
Wow.
worst period is during summer when places are hot. That is my worst period. And that was the real period. So I noticed that my legs were no more swollen. I even called my husband. I told my husband, there's something wrong. Oh. My legs are not swollen. Because each time I'll come back from work, everybody will notice me that my legs are paining. I'll put them inside water. I'll do all type of things. I'll rub every type of thing I can rub there. But those 2 months, I was like, something is wrong somewhere. What? So that's when I went into the clinical and the scientific research of what I was taking of our plant-based whole food nutrition, that are fruits and vegetables, the omega and the berries. And I started looking a lot of research about it. And that's when I saw that research was done on inflammation, your heart health, your DNA, oxidative stress, your lungs, a lot of things. So I started, that is the moment I connected what I was taking to what I was feeling on my legs. That is the real moment I had that connection. Yeah. So for the high blood, like I said, everything after then, when I started taking the products, I started taking my high blood pressure. Everything was normal. But for my fibroids, I gave myself some time. Since each time when I go to the hospital, the doctors, they make me an ecography, they will still see it. It was like I was pregnant, because each time they were looking at it, the doctor, they will start saying, I say, yes, I know I have fibroids. Not one, not two, multiple fibroids. So I gave myself really some time, and I took these products for two 2 years. Yeah, almost 2 years, 2.5 years, because I started taking them in July 2019, and I did that the last ecography in December 2021, just this December 2021 that is past. I did that ecography, and that's when I discovered that my fibroids has shrink into size. In short, they were like not visible anymore. And
Wow.
that was when I shouted. I said, wow, I couldn't believe my eyes.
Hallelujah. We thank God. Oh my God. That's amazing. Congratulations. I'm really super, super, super delighted and excited for you. We thank God for that, that powerful testimony. Oh my God. I know people still doubt there that how can fruits and vegetables I don't know if I won't say heal, but how can they really help? But I would say they heal in a way. I'm not saying our product. I said fruits caught me very well. I said fruits and vegetables, plants can heal our body. They are medicine. They are medicinal. Because even myself, I must say, before I jumped onto the product, I was being told they do this, they'll help you with your weight, they'll help you with blood pressure and this. I was asking myself, how can this like fruits and vegetable like solve all these problems? How is that possible? It didn't make any sense to me. But guess what? As you can hear, my lady Stella just shared her story. I also had chronic inflammation. Oh my God. Especially when I came to this country like 6 years ago. My first 3 years, I was in and out of hospital because I was so prone to if I can just scratch myself 2, 3 times here, I have an infection. I'll have inflammation. I have to go to hospital. They must start giving me heavy antibiotics, you know. And I had like, I'll just share my own inflammation in just 2 minutes. I had inflammation in my arm where I do my dialysis for almost a year. 2 weeks into the product, do you know what happened? The inflammation, pus started coming out here. This thing was hiding between a vessel and I don't know, they say it was hiding between a vessel and what, I don't know. They did so many CPR bloods, nothing was showing any markers that I have an inflammation or infection in my body. I never had any temperature. I had nothing. So for to you at home that is telling yourself that you are 100% healthy because you've never fallen sick and been hospitalized, let me shock you that that is not the case. There can be something brewing underneath. That's why sometimes you hear somebody wasn't sick. The person fall sick 1 week, 2 weeks, they die. And we say it's witches. No, it's not always witches. Sometimes there's been an underlying problem that was not solved. And sometimes it just comes out at once. Thank God for those that are lucky enough that issue starts slowly. Like myself, I was never sick for one day and hospitalized. I went to deliver my babies. That's the only time I went to hospital and sleep in hospital. But I was diagnosed with blood pressure and kidney at the same time. Can you imagine? I was healthy. Nothing was wrong with me. I thought in my mind that I'm fully healthy. So don't deceive yourself back at home. If you think that because you've never fallen sick and then you think that, oh, you're healthy. That's not the case. You need to check yourself each and every year. Take a full medical test. Check yourself and see that everything's still going well. The earlier you detect something, the quicker you can be able to solve it. I was laughing when you're saying that you stopped taking some medications. Do you know what? That is exactly my story, especially the blood pressure one. Because most of the time when I go to dialysis, I'll see my blood pressure will be maybe 120 or something. So I saw there's no need for me to be taking it. It wasn't really, really that high. I stopped taking, because when I take it, it was making me to feel unwell, because obviously my blood pressure would sometimes drop. They drop the dose of, they decrease the dose of the blood pressure medication. But I took that leap of faith. Do you know why? Because I was a walking chemist. I was smelling. Sorry. Prince, I'm live. Please call Donna's phone. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I was a walking chemist. I was smelling like a chemist. My sweat, everything about me. So I said, enough of this thing. So I started cutting my own medication myself, you know, because I had had enough. So you don't want to find yourself in that situation. That is why we are here to share. Prevention is better than cure. So as a nurse, maybe in 2 minutes, what would you like to share with our audience? Because maybe in other 5 minutes we're going to be rounding up. We've gone past our time. What do you want to leave with our audience? Any tips for our audience of how to stay healthy and keep healthy this 2022?
Thank you, Boss Lady Bianca. Before I go there, I would just want to really say something, because nutrition has a very big relationship on our health. What we eat reflects back on our health. It reflects us all. So I just want to tell our audience that are watching us out there that sometimes we are sick, not just because sickness doesn't come from the space, it comes from what we eat. Just because maybe you lack some little vitamins, you lack some folic acid, you lack some minerals, you lack some iron, you lack some potassium in your skin, just because you lack all those things, it will provoke something in your body, and it's going to provoke an illness somewhere. Yes. So healthy nutrition is very, very important. Eating healthily, exercising, and drinking a lot of water. We are here this evening. I'm not making medical claims. I'm not saying that don't go to the hospital, but I'm telling you that even if you go anywhere and read anywhere, nutrition is very, very, very important. What we eat inside our body is very important. And sometimes people tend to minimize, especially when we talk about fruits and vegetables. I was in that category. I was there before, not now, where I used to say, yes, I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. But if we ask ourselves, how many fruits and vegetables do we eat a day? We cannot even boast of eating 5 a day. You see, but according to the World Health Organization, it is said you should eat 7 to 13 portions of fruit and vegetable every day. But we are unable to eat it because we live in a very busy world. Sometimes we don't even have the time. We'll buy them, come and leave them home, and they start losing their nutritional content. And then even after we eat it, what are we eating? So we are just here today because we've discovered another way of eating those fruits and vegetables daily, and not even just the 7 to 13 portions according to what the World Health Organization has told us, but we are eating almost 30 different fruits and vegetables plus the omega every day. And that's why we are boosting our immune system healthily, and we are living stronger. And that's why we are here today to tell you that, please, it is very, very impossible for any human being to eat even 10 fruits and vegetables a day. Even if you eat it today, tomorrow you cannot eat that very 10 fruits and vegetables. It's really very impossible. So if you're watching from anybody's page that you'll be watching, or now, ask the person, what are these ladies talk about? What are the 30? How can I take 30 different fruits and vegetables every day? Because it is very important. I see people come to the hospital just because they lack potassium inside their blood. They come to be admitted for that. Do you know that some women may be struggling to have the fruit of the womb? They cannot. It's not because they are barren, no. It's just because they lack some little folic acid, and the medication that the gynecologist is going to give you contains a lot of folic acid. But do you know that there are certain vegetables, there are certain fruits that have a high level of folic acid inside it? There are. But since you don't know, we are used to buying the same thing. That is human nature. At first, I will go to the supermarket. When I put oranges, I put bananas inside my basket. That is all. I will say I've done it big time. So we are just here. A word that I can leave to you people out there is just, please, fruits and vegetables are more important to our health, even more than the plantain, more than the fufu that we eat in a large quantity. We need that plantain, we need the fufu to give us a little bit of muscles and strength and energy. But let me tell you, fruits and vegetables are the key to your health. They are the key. Yeah, because every fruit, every vegetable that you eat has a big role to play inside your body. Whether they are oranges you're taking, whether they are beetroots, whether they are lemon, anything, whether it's per se, it has something to do inside your body. So we always say, let your plate be like a rainbow. That is have a lot of colors. When you eat that rainbow plate, that is how your life will be glowing, and your health will be stronger, and you boost your immune system. So please, if you cannot eat 30 different fruits and vegetables, we have the solution for you. Thank you so much, Boss
Wow,
Lady
wow,
Bianca.
wow, wow. Thank you. You heard it. Eat your rainbow. Are you eating your rainbow? Be honest with yourself. Are you? Are you eating your rainbow? So just like she said, get in touch with whoever shared this video with you, and they will let you know how you can get hold of this 30 varieties of in fruit and vegetables. That is, this is a product that has over 41 independent studies to back it up. Your supplements that you are taking that home, do they have research to back them up? We are talking about something that has gold standard, that is NSF certified. So if you want more, if you are still doubting, we can still send you information. Just reach out to whoever shared this video with you and ask them, please, okay, I want to know more. They'll give you more. All the information that you want, it's there. They'll give it to you. It's written in black and white to prove that what we are sharing here, we are not making up stories. These are real, true testimonies. We are not making medical claim, like she said. We are sharing our real experiences. And there's more. Even myself, sometimes when I tell my testimony, I even forget some of the things, because there's so many things that these amazing whole food plant-based products have done for me. So
Absolutely.
if you really wanna, if you care about your family, about yourself, your health, you will grab this for yourself. And the good part of it supports your immune system. At what other time than this is everyone looking to boost their immunity? So if not even for any other thing, just get this product to boost your immune system. Since I've started taking this product, since the pandemic started, not once that I've tested positive. It has supported me. And imagine, I have lots of health challenges, but I was not affected because of my lifestyle and this plant-based nutrition. It has research to back that up. So my lady Stella, wow, thank you once again. It's always a pleasure and a delight to have you on board. I really, really appreciate you coming on board to come and share on this platform. I believe that somebody was blessed and someone is going to has changed their mind. They are no longer skeptical. They will say, yes, today I'm going to try out these products. I believe even partially I shared my story, because today is about Boss Lady Stella. It's not about me. I was just chipping in a bit of my testimony. But my testimony, oh my God, there's more. And I'm sure she didn't even share all of hers, because sometimes we even forget some of it,
That's
because
true.
there's so much things that this product will do for you. By the way, when someone is talking about their testimony, by the way, when someone was sharing about nose bleeding one day, then I remembered, oh my God, I used to have, when I was younger, I used to have a problem of nose bleeding. So sometimes we
That's
even
my daughter's testimony. That is my, because sometimes when I'm sharing my testimony, I talk only about myself. If I want to go inside my family, oh my
yeah.
God, then we are going to take a lot of time. But sometimes we need to say it out there for some people to hear. Yeah, my daughter had that, and it's 2 years now. She is no more having nose bleeding. So that is,
Wow.
yeah, that is another story. So I just want to tell people out there,
Congratulations.
it's just that health is something, it's a daily something. We take care of our health daily. And you shouldn't wait until you're sick before you start looking for something. Like you said, prevention is better than cure, but I say prevention is cheaper than cure, because
It
I
is
work in the
indeed.
hospital and I know what I can tell you about illness. So
Mm.
Please
Well,
take care of
I
your
think
health.
I'll bring you on board. We'll come and now talk about the technical side. Now we'll be talking to you as a nurse now and sharing, because some people do things out of ignorance because they don't know any better. So
Yes.
that is what these platforms are about. We are here to educate the people to know, because if you don't tell some, if someone doesn't know, they won't even want to know the information or look for it. But when sometimes, as we're keeping on, you know, preaching like this, this gospel, hopefully some people will now stay taking their health serious. Even if it's one or two people today that can change their lives and say, oh, now from today I want to start. This will make a great difference. It will give us so much joy, because our mission is to inspire healthy living, for people to live longer and healthier lives. So once again, thank you so much, our viewers and our ladies here in the Zoom, Boss Lady Pauline, Boss Lady Solange, Boss Lady Margaret, Boss Lady Pirette, Boss Lady Rose. Thank you so much for joining us here in the Zoom. And to you, our amazing viewers back there at home, Lady V loves you, and all of us love you. So please, you know, take care of your health until we come your way again. See you on Thursday for another episode of Real Talk with Bianca, your mindset, your roadway to wealth. So I'm going to sign off Facebook now. Goodbye, Facebook.